Good morning and welcome to the Connections Pre-Show. My name is Layla.
And I'm Andy.
And we are so thankful that you were joining us today. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday indeed.
Did you have a good week, Andy?
I did have a good week. Other than softball, we got annihilated, but that's okay. How was your week?
It was good. Nothing unusual. The mister's out of town this weekend, so yesterday,
working again?
Yeah, working out of town. And yesterday I was doing, and today, mom and dad duty, which is a lot.
You're basically Mr. Mom and Mr. Dad.
Yeah. So he's been traveling a lot this summer, and he told me through the phone how to use the lawnmower a couple weekends ago. So I have been trying to figure out how to mow the yard with straight lines, but I've learned that I like to do circles.
Well, circles are way more fun than straight lines.
I can't really figure out how you turn to go like back, down the other way. So I just do circles around and around. It looks like almost like a wave.
Sure.
Throughout all of our yards. So
okay. Yeah, I mean, I think you take a turn a certain way. You don't just turn right around. You have to make like a loop and go back down, maybe.
I need some lawn mowing training.
Maybe he needs to leave a little like diagram on how the yard's cut with like arrows pointing in which way you're supposed to turn.
So that's what I did yesterday.
Okay, well, that's fun. We did our CSM Luau event yesterday.
I saw some pictures about that.
Oh,
that's
that was
cool.
super fun.
Was that here?
That was at Adam Woolheis's parents' house. So
very cool.
There was pool. We had a high jump contest. They held a rope across the pool and see who could jump over it. There was bean bags, volleyball, burgers, hot dogs, s'mores. It was a fun time. So
I may or may not have ran over a beanbag with the lawnmower yesterday.
Well, I had to go buy some, and I know where you can get them at for pretty cheap.
Yep. Tony will find out about that when he gets home.
Or when he watches this back.
Right.
Guess what? You need some more bean bags and to clean out the lawnmower.
Yeah, right. It plowed right through it. There was no issues.
Oh, of course. No, those blades are going really fast.
Yeah. So we would love to hear how your guys' week has been going, or maybe if you have any fun plans coming up this coming week. So feel free to put it in the chat. We'd love to read it out loud, or maybe touch on it next week as well.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
As always, we want to point you to our QR code here and have you go to all of our socials, Facebook, Instagram. I know we're on Twitter, not as much, but anywhere you want to find us online, we're there. YouTube, you can watch these if you really want.
Yep.
Not sure why anybody would suffer through that again, but that's okay.
I know.
And we apologize. Last week, we were so just hyped about wearing costumes and celebrating the 4th and everything that we were so mad afterwards because we didn't do a single dad joke.
I know.
Not a single one. And that was irritating. So, and we had some that we had to, or that we told somebody we were going to say. So,
yes.
We're going to go over those now.
Yes. So, I have 2 jokes to share with you. They are submitted by my daughter, Zay Wagner. She is 10 years old, and this is such a proud moment for me because parenting is really hard, but I feel like I have done one thing right, and she loves herself some good dad jokes.
Good. And you've done a lot of things right.
This has been 10 years in the making because she did not like them at first, but
let's hit it.
Here we go. All right. So these 2 jokes are about trees.
Okay.
The first one is, what do trees like to drink? Root beer. Good one.
That is a good one. She came up with it herself?
I'm not sure.
She may have looked online, but either way, that's better. Yes, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
I was not expecting root beer.
I know. The second one's good too. So the second one is, what's a tree's favorite subject?
I don't know.
Geometry.
Ooh.
Dun dun dun.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So if you guys have a punny joke, feel free to put it in the chat. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, we would.
We'll try to read it today. If not, if we miss it, we'll make sure to share your joke next week.
Yes, we will. Well, let's get some stuff out of the way.
Yeah.
Baptism. We have a baptism coming up. It looks like it is on September 12th. So if you want to get baptized or learn more about it, you can email us at connections@my3c.org.
Yep.
Have you been baptized?
I have.
Oh.
I actually got baptized in a lake when I was about 10 years old.
Wow.
And it was such a cool experience. Like, I'll never forget that day and just the feelings of the motion, and it was just so amazing. But yeah, just not your typical baptism.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I was baptized in the lake. I was just a baby when I got baptized, and we're coming up. who knows? I might need to get baptized again if I'm feeling the need for it. I
Yeah,
might
that would
right
be
now.
awesome.
Yeah,
You should do it.
I should, and then we could do the pre-show soaking wet.
Yes.
Too bad it happens after the pre-show. You know what?
be
I'll just
great.
show up, just shower, and not even
There you go.
dry off.
There you go.
That probably
I like
won't
the
work.
way you're thinking today, Andy.
I don't right now. And we also want to plug our next blood drive.
Yeah.
That is scheduled for July 29th from 3 to 7 p.m. It's a great way to help save a life. It's a great way to give back. So you can go to our Facebook page. You can sign up. Again, you can also show up. We might be able to fit you in, but it would be best to go to Facebook so you could sign up so you for sure have a spot so you can help save a life.
So I wrote down a couple frequently asked questions about blood drive. I know.
Awesome.
I did my homework.
Wow, look at you. Man,
Yeah.
you do your homework every week.
I know.
I'm glad one of us
nerd.
does.
But I thought we could share a couple facts for the upcoming weeks until we hit the blood drive.
Perfect.
So I thought I would share the question that most people have about like how long does the whole process take if one would want to come and donate blood. So the average time is about an hour, and that includes registration, the medical screening, and the actual blood donation, and then my favorite part, refreshments.
Refreshments and snacks afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Their snacks always taste better.
Agreed.
I could have the same snack somewhere else, and it doesn't taste as good.
It must be because you just drained a whole bunch of blood out of your body, and you're like, food.
And you're all nervous and
Yeah.
like, squeeze, like, don't, squeeze it too fast. Or
Yeah.
squeeze it too. Yeah.
Yep. So you can just relax and chow down. So
Awesome.
That's the frequently asked question for the day.
That is our frequently asked question for today. All right. We're also, let's see, Big Serve.
Yeah.
Big Serve's big.
Big
I
Serve.
love Big Serve. I love being
too.
part of a church that cancels church for a day and goes out into our neighborhoods and lives what we preach. So Big Serve is going to be August 28th and 29th. Again, there will not be church that weekend.
Yep.
Because we are the church out and about helping.
Yeah.
Let's see, one of my favorite, because we help out, our youth group the last few years has partnered with His House over on
Yeah.
Western's campus.
Yeah.
One of my favorite moments was one year I had Levi Connor. He graduated last year. So he's down in this weedy area, and I gave him some hedge trimmers. I said, just get in there and chop it all up.
Yeah.
Little did I know it was full of poison ivy.
Oh no.
He did not come down with a single thing.
Oh, good.
Poor Mickey Seeley was there for a little bit of time because he had some other stuff going on, and he was working hard, and he barely was in it, and he
no.
had to go to the hospital because of
Wow.
poison. So here's Levi down in it. Stuff flying everywhere.
Right.
He like pops up and he's covered, and I was just like, "Oh no, his parents are gonna kill me."
Yeah.
But nope, he was fine.
Is this story supposed to help attract volunteers for
It
Big
is for
Serve?
our group because it's going to be fun because actually now that we know where it's at, I do not direct people that way anymore.
There you go.
And we actually took care of all of that last year. We got rid of it all.
There
We
you
put
go.
down weed barrier and covered it all up. So
Perfect.
It looks nice. So we're going to
Yeah.
have some fun things to do this year.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yep.
I think I've loved all of the various Big Serve days that we've volunteered for, but when I think back on it, I just love the feeling of that gratefulness and the gratitude that I have. It's just so impactful knowing that we've helped in huge ways, making these people's lives
I agree.
better in so many different ways. So highly encourage you guys to consider signing up.
It is. And speaking of serving, we're going to talk to one of our illustrious guests that we've had. And without further ado, we're going to bring in Tim Hulick.
Yay, Tim!
Come on in, Tim. Tim is still serving while we're bringing him on. Because, yep. Hey, Tim.
Howdy, how are you?
Good, and you?
Oh.
Good.
Good.
Hey, I have a dad joke, actually.
Perfect. Go.
Oh my
About it.
gosh!
So why are Wendy's burger patties square?
Oh. Never thought about that.
Because they don't cut corners.
Ooh, good one. And I love me some Wendy's.
Yes, me too.
And that just seals the deal even
It
more.
does.
They
There
don't
you
cut
go.
corners.
Exactly.
Best guess so far.
Yes. Yes, you did your homework.
Hey, sweet.
All right. Well, I'll start with the boring questions, as you know.
Okay.
So, how long have you been coming to our church connections?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. To be honest, 3-4 years.
I think so, because we were in a
Small group, probably about a
together.
year after we started, I think.
I think
or
so,
year
and
a
that was a
half.
couple years ago. So, yeah,
Yeah,
it's been
yep.
a while. And how long have you been helping back with the AV tech, whatever you guys call yourselves
Yeah.
I
back
think it's
there?
been about a year and a half now, somewhere around there.
All right.
Yeah.
And just so people know, what is it that you help with back there?
So I run all the video, so any of the slides that you see, any of the actual videos that you see.
Okay.
I also help make Dave look better when he's preaching because I proofread his slides and correct
There
any
you
typos
go.
for him. So
Well, making Dave look better is a heck of a task. So
Yeah, it is.
excellent job. I hope you're watching, Dave. And now for the real fun
The
questions.
fun questions.
okay.
All right.
Excited.
I have 3. Don't cut me off this time, Andy.
I'm sorry.
How we doing on time? 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Okay.
We're good. 4.5 minutes.
All
Four and a
right.
half. Perfect.
Question number 1. What song would you sing for karaoke night?
Oh, geez.
Ooh.
First of all, I probably wouldn't be at karaoke night, but because I don't sing very well. But oh boy, maybe I like country,
Okay.
so it'd have to be a country song. I just don't know what one would be considered my favorite.
Okay. I'll let the country genre slide.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
go with something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. There's
What about I Got Friends in Low Places? That's easy to sing. There's not a lot to it.
I could probably do that one.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's the
Andy's
only
got
one
you
I've ever
covered.
done
Yeah.
country-wise karaoke, so it works.
Awesome. All right. If you had a warning label, what
boy.
would yours say?
Oh, man.
Ooh. I know what my wife and daughter would say.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Probably warning explosive gas present or something along those lines.
Sure.
So-
I think that's what most wives and kids would say about their dads.
I was thinking you're going to say, like, have not yet had coffee.
no,
No,
it's
explode. No, warning.
We just went there.
And believe me, I make sure I'm on mute when I'm on calls at home
Yes.
when I don't need to talk.
You are, yes, definitely.
That's
See,
amazing.
one more thing you and I have in common, Tim.
This is by far my favorite interview so far. Oh, man. Okay, last question. What was your very first job?
Very first job was actually I picked blueberries.
Oh, really?
I grew up in Ludington, and about
Okay.
a mile and a half away, I rode my bike there in the early mornings and picked
Cool.
blueberries.
Oh,
I got paid per pail, basically, that I picked.
Oh
so
my gosh,
man.
per pail. That sounds
Well,
like a
I
rough
ate
job.
probably almost as many as I picked.
sure.
Yeah.
But, I mean, at least blueberries are healthy.
Exactly.
That's good.
Lots
Yeah.
of antioxidants.
Man, let's
so.
see. I think my first job was a dishwasher at the local restaurant in our town called the Waltz Inn.
Oh,
So I started
waltz
when I
in.
was
Do you
in
waltz
eighth.
in?
I was just thinking that.
We do not waltz in. No.
Oh, okay.
I started the summer of my 8th grade to freshman year and dropped off and washed dishes and did that all 4 years of high school.
So that means you still wash dishes at home, right?
Unfortunately, yes. Even though I've
Good,
tried to
good
claim that
answer.
when you work washing dishes, the last thing you want to do is wash dishes. Unfortunately, that was like 20 years ago, so I can't really.
Well, you got really good at it doing
Yeah,
the
Did
job,
get
so
really
that's
good.
probably why.
But they
Angie's
did have
like,
a
hey, you should
huge
do it.
washer that you could slide everything in. That's a little different than what I got at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, awesome. Thank you so much for answering
thank you for
our
having
fun
me.
questions.
well, thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. Real quick, what would you tell the people that are thinking about wanting to volunteer here? What do you get out of it?
Yeah.
I feel a real sense of, I guess, it's kind of a sense of pride, but more so a sense of service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving back to the church, which has done so much for me
Mm-hmm.
and my family, but also definitely giving back to God. So I love coming here on Sundays. I mean, I grew up in a church, so I was always at church, but really until I came here and started serving, I was just kind of going through the motions.
Yeah.
And now when I serve, I feel so much more
Absolutely.
into it. I'm
Feel a
much
part
more
of the church,
engaged,
yeah.
a part
Absolutely.
of it, getting to know people. And it's been, I love it. I love coming here. It's one of my,
Yeah.
probably the highlight of my week. So
Awesome.
So,
Well, hey.
so good.
Well, thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
We appreciate
Thank you
it.
so much.
you're welcome.
All right. Well, get up there and you can make Trevor look good today.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
Thanks, Tim.
Well, that was an
Such a
awesome
good
interview,
job.
man. We're gonna lose our jobs if we're not
Yeah,
careful.
We're getting replaced for sure.
Well, they also have, I mean, I don't know if Tim would have worn an Uncle Sam costume, so and
That's true.
a Lady Liberty costume.
Yeah,
so
that's
you and I
true.
are pretty much game for anything up here. Well, we want to just, and you know what? As Tim was saying, giving back.
Yeah.
We don't want to harp on it, but we also do want to harp on it. It is important that we give back to the church that gives so much to us and so much to West Michigan and
Mm-hmm. Yes.
the whole world. We
Yeah.
spent a whole sermon series talking about everything that we do. There's Justin again. But everything that we in turn do to give back, and donating your time, your money, your talents to church is just a great way to do that.
Yeah.
You can talk to somebody here if you have any questions about areas that you can serve. Coming up, I know that our children's ministry is going to need help because they're
Yeah.
going to open up both
Awesome.
services, which is
Woo.
going to be awesome, and we'll get back to normalcy around here again. But just pray on it, think about it, and we hope that you guys can help serve around here.
Absolutely. Great
All
job,
right.
Andy.
Hey, thanks. Well, hey, we're going to turn you over to a church video and then our worship teams. Hope you guys have a great week.